Hello and welcome to this Horus Heresy Battle Report set during the Istvan 5 drop site massacre. We've got the Night Lords versus the Death Guard. The mission we are playing today is Hammer Blow Assault, with the Night Lords being the attackers and the Death Guard being the defenders. The armies have already set up. So on the left flank we've got a Rhino, for the Night Lord's army we have Sevatar and his Atramentar bodyguard, which is being used as a Legion Terminator squad. We have a Contemptor Dreadnought, Darius the Feared, and because we have Sevatar, who has Master of the Legion, we are running Terror Assault, which allows us to have our Terror squads as troop choices. So we have a 9-man squad, all armed with Volkites, and the Sergeant with a Nostraman Chainglaive. We have a 10-man squad, armed exactly the same, with the exception being the Apothecary, and another 10-man squad, all Volkite, 1 Chainglaive, no Apothecary. And then, because it's still not arrived, we're proxying the Rapier as a laser destroyer array. For the Death Guard, we have a Legion Praetor, which is the Garrow model, armed with a Paragon Blade and a Bolter. And because he has the Master of the Legion rule, he's allowed to take the Death Shroud as bodyguard, and they are running the Reaping. They have a dedicated transport of the Land Raider. We have a Contemptor Dreadnought with double carries. We have an 8-man heavy support squad in the troop squad because of the Reaping. We have a Rapier weapons carrier with a quad mortar and shatter shells, and then we have 2 identical Legion tactical squads, all with bolters, a Vexilla and a Rhino. Do the Death Guard seize your initiative? No. Turn 1, Night Lords. Shooting phase, we've got the Night Lords. Shooting phase, laser destroyer array targeting the Land Raider. Twin link hits on a 4 ordnance, 2000 penetration. Got a 5 and a 2, making it 14, which is a glancing hit. 8 people from this squad have shot into the heavy weapons team, doing a total of 5 wounds and armor saves. We have 2 fail with Decollaborate, Perfect Enemy, 1 more wound, total of 3 dead. Marine Contemptor, shooting at the Rhino, total of 12 shots, hitting the 2s, 2 popped, 3 fail, 5s to glance, 6s to fail. We have a total of 1, 2, disappointing, 1 pen. Rending does a total of an extra 1, so that's 2 whole points gone either way. So we're down to 1 on the Rhino. Next up we'll have the 10-man Terror Squad shooting at the same target. 10 Terror Marines shooting the Rhino. Preferred Enemy. These 2 are popped. Another 1 for Preferred Enemy. So that's 1 miss, 2 misses, 18 hits. It's 6s, 2 wound. Strength 5 gun. 1, 2, 4. 4 hull points gone. wrecked vehicle people get out. Pinning test, leadership 8 or leadership 9. 9 pass, they are not pinned. Terminators firing the bolt gun part into the heavy weapon squad. Sergeant and everybody else. So it's 4 hits, 4 stunned, 2 wounds, armor saves, 3 up, 2 sixes. They are fine. End of turn 1, Night Lords, and we've got total of a destroyed Rhino and 3 dead Marines. Turn 1 Death Guard, movement phase. The tactical squad have remained stationary, as has the Contemptor. On the right hand flank, the tactical squad has got out of the Rhino, ready to open fire into the Terminators. And around here is the Terror Squad's worst nightmare, Death Shroud Terminators with chem munition flamers ready to flame away. Death Shroud about to flame the Terror Squad. First guy can hit 5 people, 6 people and 6 people. So the first guy on 5 doesn't overheat, second guy doesn't overheat, third guy doesn't overheat. That's going to be a total of 17 automatic hits coming through. Wounding on N5. But they do have shred. Total of 9 armor saves on the Terror Marines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 die. 3, 4, 5. The Land Raider is going to have its one sponson and the heavy bolter shooting at the Terminators, and the other sponson unfortunately shooting at the Terror Squad. So Terror Squad hits on a 5, wounds on a 2, cover save because of night fighting and Night Lord's rules, meaning 4 up save, dead Marine. Last cannon at the Terminators, misses but it's linked, still misses, heavy bolter, 3 hits, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, 2 club saves, 3 and a 4. Perfectly fine, super happy. Next up is the heavy weapon squad shooting at the Terminators. 5 shots hitting on 3s, 1 in the gutter, 3 miss, strength 8, wounding on 2s, 2 wounds, instant death, but 2 up saves. Oh, 2 dead Terminators miss out of the face. Realising how much of a threat they actually pose, the tactical squad is going to shoot down at them. 7 shots, hitting on 3s, 2 in the gutter, 2 miss, 5 hits, wounded on 4s, 3 wounds, absolutely fine. Next up is the Rapier. Is going to fire his strength 8 shot into the Contemptor. Rapier cannon, shooting 4 shots, 1 miss, 3 hit, wounding frontal armor of 13, 5 to glance, 1 glancing hit. Down to 2 hull points left. Next up, tactical squad shooting the Apothecary squad. Tactical squad shooting 20 shots, hitting on 3s, 1s and 2s fail. That's in the gutter. More hit, wounding on 4. 3 wounds, 4 save, absolutely fine. Next up, Contemptor, shooting at the same squad. Contemptor, shooting, hitting on 2s, 1 sterling, wounding on 2s. Four fails, feel no pain, 5 hits. Oh, 4 dead people. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dead people. And charge phase, actually. Praetor squad going in. Charge distance of 10. We'll get in. Overwatch. Volkite. 1, 2. Cocked dice. Preferred enemy. In the gutter. 3 stun. Preferred enemy. 1 wound. Safe. Praetor, with his Paragon Blade, has managed to kill 3 Terra Marines. Initiative 4-step. Pile in. 2 Terra Marines are going to fight back. 2 attacks each, but the headsman has got a strong chain blade. Hitting on 4s. Wounding. We do have so one. Right. Guy with this. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. No wounds from the Terror Squad. Over to the Death Shroud. 12 hits from the 12 attacks from the Death Shroud. Fours. Wounding on wounding on 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at AP 2. Squad gone. Consolidate 1 inch. End of Death Guard turn 1. We've killed 4 Terra Marines over here. Killed a few people over here. 2 Night Lords. Does night fighting carry on a 3+? It does. End of movement phase. Contemptor has shuffled up. Terror Squad has shuffled up. Between them, they're going to try and hose down all of those guys. Over here, we have 1 Terminator Squad shuffling up, ready to mincemeat the Praetor, and the Terror Squad again ready to slay some Terminators. Terminator's going to use the multi-mounter to try and kill off some Terminators and the Praetor. 3 multi-mounters going in, hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 2s. All wound. Going to start off with Lookout Sirs. All looked out. Because it's instant death, we'll do these one at a time. First, Tartarus Terminator 5. Dies. Second one. Dies. Third one. Dies. Terminators successfully slain. Next up is Sevatar's bolt pistol. Hitting on 2. Wounded on a 4. Wounds. 2 off save. Absolutely fine. Squad shooting into the Praetor. 1. Rerolling 1s for preferred enemy. 2s fail. Wounding on 3. 1s reroll for preferred enemy. 1, 2, 3 wounds. Absolutely. Next up is the Laser Destroyer Ray, shooting once again at the Predator. Hitting on 3s. Twin hit. hits, 2 dice because of ordnance, nothing, diddly squat. Next up, Volkites. Volkites shooting into the tactical marine. Rerolling 1s because of preferred enemy. 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because of preferred enemy. 2s fail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4 die from the first wave. Because of deflagrate, they do some more wounds, but 4. All wound. 2 more die, total of 6 marines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of them would be lookout, sir, and they would. 1 would go off, but he would die anyway. 1, 2, 6 dead marines. Next up is the Contemptor. We'll see where he wants to go. Contemptor is going to shoot all the way across at the tactical marines on the other side. Hitting on 2s, 1, 2s, 6s are rending, no rending hits. Arm save, that is 2 dead. 2 dead marines. Charge phase. Night Lords are going to charge here. 9, that will work. Terror Squad charging the Praetor. Double 1, failure. Terminators charging it on a 9, they'll get in. Overwatch from the Bolter. Nothing. Overwatch from the Tactical Squad. Nothing, and the second round, 1 hit, no wounds. Sevatar has 6 attacks, and his wound is hitting on 3s. Sorry, 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s because of the chain glaive. 1 wound. AP2, Iron Halo 3, absolutely fine. And now it's time for the Praetor to strike back with 4 attacks with his Paragon Blade. Hitting on 4, so 2 will hit. Wounding on 3, 2 wounds. Terminators take invulnerable saves. And absolutely fine. Terror Squad versus the Tactical Squad, initiative 4-step. The Sergeant will go first with his Chain Glaive, issuing a challenge, but there is no one to accept. Hit, and because we outnumber, we get +1 to hit and to wound. Night Lords. So hitting on 3 hit, wounding on 2s, 2, AP3, that's 3. Dead. 1, 2, 3, dead. End of Night Lord's turn 2. Night Lord's making a push on the right flank with the only thing left there being the Contemptor. And on the other side we have Terror Squad, Rapier, and Sabotage Guns. Death Guard turn 2. The Contemptor has pulled back. The Land Raider has to pull back to try and block the Terror Squad, and the Tactical Squad have pulled back to try and stay alive so they can Fury the Legion next turn. Everyone over here stay still. Shooting phase, 5 missiles from the Heavy Weapon Squad are going to go into the Terminators. Hitting on the 3s. Wounding on 2s. 5 wounds. Terminators, all fine because the shots were AP3. Moving on to the Land Raider now, shooting at them. 1 sponson shoot Power of the Machine Spirit into the Contemptor, and the Heavy Bolter and the Las Cannon into the Terminator Squad. Contemptor, Las Cannon, Twin Link, misses. last count into the Terminators. This is twin linked, hits, wounds on 2. This one is a 4 vulnerable save, which is fine. Twin linked bolter, twin linked, 3 hits, wound on 3s, 1 wound, absolutely fine. Next up, rapid fire, single shot bolters into Terminators. 8 shots through. Bolters hitting on 3s, only 4 hits. Wounding on 4s, 2 wounds, armor save, 6 and a 5, absolutely fine. Contemptor, going to be shooting into those Terra Marines. Shooting, hitting on 2s, 2, wounding on 2s, 4 miss, 3 6s, so 3 rendings, which would normally go through the armor, but because night fighting is in place, it is a 4 recovery, and 1 dies. Feel no pain on a 6, absolutely fine. 3 armor saves, 2 go through, feel no pain, 2 dead. End of Death Guard turn 2. Night Lords turn 3. Night fighting carries on a 6. Oh, and it's night fighting. The Contemptor has shuffled forward. 1 Terror Squad has shuffled forward to get line of sight on that tactical squad. Terminators come forward to pulverize something, and more Terror Marines coming forward. They're going to have a very bad Night Lord squad shooting the tactical squad. Hitting on 3s, preferred enemy. 1 miss, 5 hit. Wounding on 3s, preferred enemy. 4 wounds, all fine. Pistol from Apothecary, misses. Next up, this squad, shooting there. Combat, 3 dead missiles, and Terminators consolidate into the trench. Death Guard, turn 3. Do these guys regroup? Yes, they do. And I'm going to move 3 inches backwards. Rest of the movement phase. Land Raider has moved that way, so the Contemptor has a clean shooting range straight down there. They've stayed still to fury those guys. 1 goes through because the Sergeant has artificial armor. Feel no pain. Still alive. 3 people alive after that onslaught. Not a good day to be that Contemptor. 2 last cannons. Twin. Force glance. 1 penetrating hit. 5 up save. Safe. Next up is Contemptor shooting at hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. Armor save at 2. 1 guy falls. Quad mortar has got to shoot 4 shots at the Contemptor. 3 hit, strength 8, looking for 5. 1 hit, and save. End of Death Guard turn 2, turn 3. Night Lords turn 4. Terror Squad has moved forward. And the Legion Terminators have jumped over to annihilate them. Contemptor strolled forward to take some shots. First up is Terror Squad. Night Lords, combat phase. Scimitar to attack first. Scimitar hits 4 times. Wounds 3 times. AP2. Dead. Victory consolidation at 2 inches. Go backwards. Combat at the same time over here. Start with the headsman. Hitting on 4s because we don't outnumber. 1 wound. AP3. Closest guy snuffs it. Other Terra Marine go at the same time because they both got combat blades. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 1 more wound goes through. Next up is the attacks back. 6 attacks with chainswords. Combat blades either. 2 wounds. 1 goes through. Still no pain. Terra Marine dies. 2 to 1. Leadership test on the tactical squad. 8. Fine. Tired combat. End of Death Guard. End of Night Lord's turn. Death Guard turn 4. All that's happened is a Land Raider has pivoted so he can shoot the living daylights out of that Contemptor. Start off with the quad shooting shatter shells at the Contemptor. 3 hit, 5 to glance, 2 penetrating hits, 5 to stop, goes through, and the Contemptor becomes a wreck. Contemptor into Contemptor shooting. 1 miss. 2's to wound. Armor saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dead Marines. 3, 4, 5. Leaving the squad of 2. And all that's left is 1 Land Raider to snap fire into, or to fire into there with only 1 thing you can see. Last cannon. Unlinked. Hits. Wounds on a 2. And that is another dead Marine. Leadership test required. 5. Fine. He's going to stay there all by himself. On to combat. Sergeant. 2 attacks. 1 hit. 1 wound. Armor save of 2. Fine. Fighting back, we have 2 chainsword attacks. Miss. Outnumbered, so therefore 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. 1 wound. Dead sergeant. Consolidation of 2 inches. End of Death Guard turn 4. Night Lord's turn 5. Terminators and Sevatar have moved around, getting ready to assault them. Terra Marines have shuffled around to the Rhino. He's advanced forward and obviously remained stationary. Shooting phase. Rapier Destroy. Hits. Penetrates. AP 1 and 2 to the result is 2 goes to 4. Can't move in Snapfire. Down to 2 hull points. Terminators. Shooting. Artillery piece down to 1 wound. Volkite into side of Rhino. 2 hits. 6 kills, 2 glance. No glances. At the front. Same target. 2 hits. No wounds. Charge phase. Charging the Rhino. Got a 2 and a 6. 4. They're in charge range for fires in. Start with the Apothecary. 3 hits. Automatically hitting because the Rhino hasn't moved. Strength 5. Back armor 10. Wounding on 5s. That's 1 glancing hit. It's down to 2 hull points remaining. And then Apothecary, automatic hit, 2 penetrate, 2 glances. It becomes a wreck. Charge phase. Terminators are in. Chain glaive sound goes first. Outnumbered. Running in 3s. 3 wounds, 3 dead. Squad gone. Death Guard 10-5. Contemptor has moved around to unload into that. Land Raider has pivoted to shoot into here. Start with the Contemptor, 12 shots. 12 shots. Twos to wound. Starting with the Headsman. 5. Kiss your armor, holding up, feel no pain. No. Headsman down, all on the Apothecary. Takes 2, feel no pain. He dies as well. Squad gone, not looking good. Next one. Land Raider, heavy bolt into 1 remaining dude. Triple miss. 3 to wound, 2 wounds, armor saves, fine. Last cannon, hits, wounds on 2. Wounds. Go to ground, 6 up save. No, dead as well. End of Death Guard turn. Only things that's left of the Night Lords is the Rapier and the Terminators. 1 and a 2, does the game go on? 2, game over. Let's go and have a look at the points. End of the game. Score is 4-0 to Night Lords. Night Lords getting 2 points from having Terminators in the enemy's deployment zone, slaying the Warlord, and having more units left alive. Thanks for watching.